As the U.S. and China agree to lower tariffs temporarily, President Trump touts a reset with Beijing while warning he could ramp up tariffs further if a deal doesn't materialize. The White House also tells NTD that a 120% tariff remains in place for small packages from China. NTD's White House correspondent Iris Tao has more.
We achieved a total reset with China.
In calling it a total reset, President Trump touts a breakthrough as the U.S. and China agreed to lower tariffs and continue talks. For the next 90 days, U.S. tariffs on China will go down from 145% to 30%, and China will also cut its tariffs on U.S. goods from 125% to now 10%. And President Trump says China also agreed to remove non-monetary trade barriers and open up to American markets.
Think about it. We opened up our country to China. They have very few restrictions, and they didn't open their country to us. Never made sense to me. It's not fair. And they've agreed to open China, fully open China.
The latest agreement comes after a month of escalation in which the U.S. and China hiked tariffs on each other and had no official talks until the past weekend. Secretary Scott Bessent, after meeting with Chinese officials in Switzerland, says talks will continue as the administration seeks to balance out the massive trade deficit with China.
There will also be a possibility of purchase agreements to pull what is our largest bilateral trade deficit into balance.
That said, the deal is not finalized, and President Trump says that if they fail to reach a final deal on paper, which could take a while, tariffs will go up on China substantially.
But they would go up substantially higher.
There are also exceptions to the tariffs cuts, especially in critical industries.
And it doesn't include tariffs on cars, steel, aluminum, things such as that.
The administration has warned that China has been flooding the global markets with cheap steel and aluminum, creating potential national security and defense loopholes for the U.S. And a White House official also confirmed to NTD that small packages under the value of $800 from China are still subject to tariffs of 120%. That's a major blow for Chinese e-commerce platforms like Shein and Temu, which relied on a previous tariff exemption to sell cheap Chinese products to U.S. customers. Reporting by Iris Tao, NTD News.